Welcome, graduates, my days. I no thrills live today because my laptop is busy. It's a work on something, you understand? And I never want, but I stop what I do because it needs to get it done. So I said, let me come and have a little chit chat. A nice small chit chat because I know my graduates are not expecting me. And sometimes it's nice to have these chats in a nice and quiet environment. You understand? Yeah, man. Hi. Walk on. Hey, Norma. Hey. I'm in better spirits today. Hi, Dawn. Good night. So, yeah, this is a no thrills, no frills live. No graphics because my laptop is busy, but we're still going to do. I was still going to talk a little talk. You understand? Boy, oh boy, graduates. I have been busy. Things going on. All will become clear in time. But for now, just take it from me when I say that I'm busy, right? Yeah. Now, we're going to talk about a few things. And I don't want no... Oh, hold on a minute. Hang on 1 second, guys. Hang on. Let me just get a strange message. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, guys. It was a message from my my friend. Yes. So we're gonna talk about a few little things. You know, I like to reflect. I always like to go backwards rather than run ahead, because when you reflect, you pick up on things that can help to inform your future, right? You notice details that sometimes people miss. And one of the things that, as I told you, I'm going to change this channel fairly soon over the summer. But I'm going to be getting some things off my chest in the meantime while while I go through the process of redesigning the concept of my channel. Because it's a nice feeling, you know, graduates, when you get things off of your chest, it's like you feel light. Me not gonna lie. When you say exactly what you mean, and you know, mince your words, and you tell them exactly how you feel about them, are the sweetest feeling in the world. Yeah. And then afterwards, you don't even care if them up themselves and if they're vexed. It's like, I've already told you what I thought about you. So I don't care what you have to say afterwards. You know what I'm saying? You can go on with yourself now because you know how I feel. I never mince no words. It was the sweetest thing. And there's more to come. In fact, the grand finale, before I close this chapter, will be epic. Me a plan it and me a work on it, you know. Don't bother think say. Me not do that. Some people take silence for victory. It isn't. Some people, when they're silent, they're at their deadliest. Yes. So when my graduates are like, blouse and skirt, how come HTK na answer that, or HTK na respond? Don't worry on yourself. Right now, my focus is on other things, more important things. And the time will come when I will do what I need to do. Do you understand? But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to do anything that is going to cause any kind of problems for the greatest arrival in Planka history. It's important that that part is preserved and that all focus is on that right now. It's about celebrating a great event. So before I go into my talk, let me go through my chat and let me heal up the people. Let me class, in a nice small class. I like this. This is nice and comfortable. Big up yourself, fat and fabulous. I love your name. Your name kicks ass. Fat and fabulous. Yes, my love. I like it. June Sundak, big up yourself. Sanika, big up yourself. Know your English grammar, big up yourself. Let me see. Norma, let me pin your comment. Absolutely. Welcome to class. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Big up yourself. Steph B, good afternoon. Oh man, I'm telling you, it's orgasmic. Getting it off your chest. It's the nicest thing. Trust and believe. Because you see, now when I tell you that I don't trust you and I don't like you, there's nothing you can do about it. It is what it is. Bless up yourself, Nicole. Cocoa Puffs, yes, you finally caught a live. Hey, Vanessa, what's up? It's a no frills live, as I was telling people, because my laptop busy. So, I don't have time for the no graphics feed. I just do the thumbnail and make it roll. You understand? Sometimes you can just jump on without doing the fandangos, right? But yes, so I've been looking around and I've been seeing everything, although I've been being quiet and doing other things. I took in quite a bit today. Me listen to Spice and her madness over there, go on with herself. You know, Spice's situation is a typical example of you mustn't mix with the help. I know it sounds classist and snobbish, but that is one of the reasons why them say you mustn't mix with the help, you know. Because Spice will forever be in Bangarang with her dancers them and the people them will work for her. Because them too close. You understand? The boundaries them too cross up and mash up and mix up. You understand? Them people are not supposed to get nowhere near your partner. Right? Hey, wait, walk on, Gracie. Walk on. You understand? Them people are not supposed to come close to your man. Really? Like, are you for real? You understand? And then when I was listening to her talk, I mean, God forbid this whole situation about it being an assault case and all of that. That's dreadful. But it's almost as though Spice did a wait for just come out upon this girl and tell her all kind of things about herself. Because it can be nice to know, say, your baby father end up asleep with somebody where you help up from out of the dongle, you know. And him find her so attractive to the point where them end up in a relations. Even though she claimed to say that it was forced, it can be a nice feeling, right? So she really did have it out for danger from time is what I get from it. It's like she was just waiting for that to happen. You understand? And when I see how she was carrying on the live, I said, no, man. Spice, what is going on? All Auntie Shelly to backside. Una here? Auntie Shelly. Auntie Shelly, come here. Come here. You're over here sometime. You know, Auntie Shelly. No, sir. So, Auntie Shelly, all them something they did go on. Eh? John. Me backside. Yo, Auntie Shelly, me might as well see you still, you know. Big up your brother for me. Yo. Everybody business dash right out. Huh? Auntie Shelly and John. Then, ladies, sir. Oh, sorry. My apologies. Minister Marion Hall. Lord Jesus. We done a predict already, you know, and it's not right. Minister Hall. Minister Hall. Spice declared it in her last life, said that you think that she's your enemy. But Minister Hall, you can't have them things upon your chest. And you want to, you know, you want to cling to God and all these things. Is this one of the reasons why you come out and say that you want to leave the church? Me hear your friend Audrey said that you're not leaving. And that them going to make sure them keep you rooted and grounded. And we like that, you know, because really and truly we're praying for you. We want you to pass through this because everybody pass through temptation. Everybody go through suffering and temptation. And sometimes you're so at odds with your emotions that you really and truly don't want to be good. You don't want to be good. You want to broke right out. I know the feeling. Because several times on here on this internet, sometimes I see some things, graduates. I hear some people run them mouth certain ways, say some things and think them bad, beat up them chest and go on with themselves. And in the essence of decency, I have to hold it. And it's more to do with the fact that they well and know that because I have a social standing, I am not going to go certain places. But it's not that I can't. And the temptation is great for you to really and truly drop your drawers and tell them exactly what you want to tell them in the worst way possible. But you know, and I know, that that's going to come back and bite you, right? Especially when my graduates hold me in high esteem and want to see me as a kind of person that, listen, from you, Kay, we can learn. Please don't resort. Don't go to their level. Don't stoop. You understand? My impression is that she's not leaving Christianity, but she's giving up managing the church. Well, no, it's not about leaving Christianity at all. It's about, yes, it's leaving her ministry. It's handing over her ministry. She can still very much be in the church. I don't think that is far-fetched. I mean, think about it. People go club and go church the next day. In a them clothes. So anybody can go church, right? But it's not anybody can lead it. But all I'm saying is that for Spice to have it in her mind that she is her enemy, it goes to show you that this beef between the two of them that Pretty Dan used to make a whole heap of noise about hasn't died. There is no forgiveness there. So when you have those kind of grudges in your heart, you can't be leading a flock to Christ. Because if you yourself can't get over your enmity and your past gripes, or even current gripes, because we don't know if it's a current thing as well, the fact that she's, queen of the dance hall, and that is an issue for Minister Hall, because she could have been there. But you can't lead a flock. You understand? You have to clean up your heart in order to do that, because how can you be preaching and teaching people to forgive when you can't forgive? It no work. So you see, a lot of people are saying, oh my God, she's straying away from the Lord. But uno not easy. The writing is on the wall. It's clear as day that there are things around Marian that she is struggling to actually let go. She spoke quite openly about the tensions in her family. The fact that she carries that grudge. The fact that the family use her, manipulate her, and take from her, and then turn around and cuss her and chastise her. You understand? And then she talk about the fact that there are people who are stalking her on the internet using multiple phones. Now, you notice that when she spoke about that, she never attached that to the sister. I wonder if it's Spice she talking about. I don't know. But she's speaking about another party right there, so who is doing those things to her and causing her such grief? She wants to fight. That's what she's saying to the audience. She wants to fight back, right? And her wanting to fight back would not make for a good spiritual leader. Sometimes people have got to go through certain purging where they change their perspective altogether. And when she comes out, she could come back even bigger and better, even more spiritually firm. But everybody is quick to judge her. Everybody is quick to condemn her and say, oh my God, what kind of woman have got this? And because you know what? As a people, we are some of the most intolerant, judgmental, biased set of people I have ever come across. Jamaican people in particular, you guys have got some notions about people that if they step out of it, you're ready for crucify. And then for go see on a life. This is the part. I hear people come out here and they're very quick to persecute on the basis of sexuality, faith. And then when you look at them, They're struggling to even come to grips with their own sexuality and their own faith. Always the kind of people that are quick to tear down each other when they're going through harder times, as opposed to supporting and going along with these person's choices. Because she's an adult, she's a full grown woman. She must know whether or not she wants to stay in the church or she wants to leave. And the fact that Spice can still utter that to this day, there are unresolved issues there. You understand? But no, man, the part about Auntie Shelley. Yo, Auntie Shelley, you guys, you uptown guys, you uptown light-skinned girls, on the bad so. On the bad so. I grew up around, I'm always have a shake made because I always on a pretty long hair, red skin. One them were just deadly. Deadly the blouse and skirt. But it is no shame to the game still. It is one of the things that happens when you mix in that environment, in the dance hall. It just bound to happen. Somebody would have to take a piece. But like say, Marion Hall have not had feelings against Auntie Shelley. She alright with it. She move on from John. But let me just tell you this. I don't know how much longer I can play this chess game. And trust and believe on social media. This is a chess game. And that's why I said to you, I'm so changing my channel. You don't even understand. I'm going to step away from certain things. Because someone out here play chess. And let me tell you now, all of us end up becoming a part of the chess game because we're batting for a particular team. And we want to see that team win, right? Yeah. And in batting for that team, we avoid certain things because we know that if we push out on that, it's gonna cause disruption, it's gonna cause distraction, it's gonna cause negative energy. But let me tell you this, there's gonna come a time, and I can promise on God with this. There's gonna come a time when the person that everybody is batting for will be so far removed from this that there will be no need to hold back. Remember me tell you that. All right. And when that does happen, you're going to see the real faces of everybody out here. You're going to see the real thing. Because I'm telling you now that people are holding back. Yeah, them are hold back. Because them want to create a false sense of unity. And I'm saying it's false because it is. They want to create a false sense of unity and peace. Don't be fooled, graduates. Everything is strategic and done for a reason. You hear what I say? Everything is strategic and everything is done for a reason. And like I said, there's going to come a time when rather than play chess, people are just going to turn over the whole chess table. I can't get into too much details. Hey, Lady V, what's up? What's up? Send me a look on my iPad and the comments them a stick. I think it's really important that we start to really look at the raw things that are happening and stop being evasive. Stop avoiding them. Because avoidance is not a cure. It's a temporary band-aid to a very deep wound that cannot contain what's behind it. There's going to come a time when people on social media are going to be shocked by who comes together in order to address some of the ills that have taken place on this platform. And when it does happen, it will be down to you, the followers, to see the right and make sure that you do not choose the wrong. Because all of us have got a sense of dissatisfaction, but we not talk. Because we don't want problem. But the time is coming. Trust and believe. And we are going to be the ones to put a stop to the real mess that's happening out here. Every single one of the platform holders, be it they are for which camp or whatever, all have one thing in common that they despise. Facts. But we're gonna park it for the purpose of making sure that there is a sense of calm. But like I said, graduates, don't be fooled. The time will come. And don't think that because there is silence, it means victory. I don't know about you, but I think that there is a difference that we can make out here on social media. Each person can make a difference. And you see, when I hear people claim that they are real and everybody else fake and hypocritical, I have to laugh to myself. Because how can you claim to be from an environment of grassroots where you fight against oppression and you dare to dismiss other human beings as non-entities? Now, if that isn't fake, I don't know what is. You want to talk about representing justice, but in the blink of an eye, you can destroy a fellow man or a fellow woman on the basis of your own personal prejudices and shortcomings. It's very easy for you to do, and you have the audacity to refer to anybody else as a hypocrite or a fake. They're quick to spew homophobic comments when the very fruit of their loins are homosexual to the core. If that isn't fake and hypocritical, I don't know what is. Sometimes when I sit back and I watch these things, I laugh to myself. And I said to myself, what devil spawned you? Give it yourself. You know, as a people, we must do better. Yeah, we must do better. We must realize that not everybody out here is going to come out and represent the way you want them to represent. I had a little chuckle to myself because me hear some people are throw a word, but you see, because when you not call my name, me not go angle on a triangle the way me really want to do it. Me just go throw back a word. Because you're not brave enough, so me go pretend like me not brave enough too. Let me tell you this. Absolutely none of you can dictate to me how I communicate on my platform. Absolutely none of you can get me to drop my pitch or my standards. My graduates get that. They love my speaky spokiness. Oh yes. So, because you guys choose to claim to say you're educated, but yet you are going to use language that is so filthy. You want everybody else to join your little bandwagon and communicate like you. Did I tell you I wanted to be any Portia? Did I tell you I wanted to be anyone like that? Some of them need to just stay in a lane. I will communicate how I want to communicate, and not one of you can dictate to me. This is my platform. I built this from the ground up. And before anybody call out Ed Teacher K name, I was monetized. So get your facts straight. You keep doing your diatribe. I'll keep doing mine. All right? No advice required. Please and thanks. And who the cap fits, also wear it. But like I was saying, there are people out here who are fed up, wanting a new age, wanting a difference. We love to see elevation. That's something that graduates, Planketarians, royals, nationals, I say you call them, Gracie, nationals. Who else? What the next group them name? Me never know. Me can't remember all of them. We like to see elevation, ambition, hard work that yields success. We love that. And where people put in the grind, they get the respect. But you do have some people who will not respect the grind, you know. They're always going to hate against that or tear it down. But generally, we like to see success. But you know, the worst thing that you can do that undermines success is to put a blind eye over the manipulation, the disrespect, the underhanded behaviors of some of your supporters. You see this word nice? I don't like it. If somebody looks at me and says, oh my gosh, she's so nice, he's so nice. What do you mean? What kind of nice? What are you talking about? What does nice mean? Because let me tell you something, there is strategic niceness, you know. There are people out here that will be nice to you because they want to be associated with you. There are people out here that will be nice to you because they want your supporters. There are people out here that will be nice to you because they know they eat a food off of your name. Does that mean they're nice? Of course, we're tired of the foolishness. Does that mean they're nice? So because somebody is strategically nice to you, the entire audience must accept them to be nice people. When we can see categorically several examples of wrongs delivered by that person right across the board, who will not try fool? Because it ain't me. But for now, we're going to play chess. And we know that the chess has to be played. Because we want to see them win. But you see, when that's no longer necessary, and the masks fall, you're going to see exactly what everybody is made of out here and exactly what frustrations we have. Some are already rumbling. But you see, because they're on a particular side or not on any side or they're somewhere else, the majority aren't listening. But you see, when those who are within the walls of the castle start to make noise, then you will realize that it's no joke. All I can say is, if you notice, I've been very quiet, very quiet while people have been dragging my name left, right, and center. Yeah, man. Me quiet, man. Me not have time for that. People can go and make up their eyes and run them mouth. It no bother me. As a matter of fact, every time them do it, me get more followers. So, me see the point. But I want you people to understand that those battles that are being fought, those are small battles. That are petty nonsense. It's disrespectful. Yes, it's rude. It's all of that. We know. But it's not really the big deal. It really isn't. It's not the big deal. It's not the biggest problem that we have. It isn't. When people go beyond the point of just quarreling online to want to go into people's physical space and take them 3 points, that person is a disease. A disease. Somebody like that is a devil. Because, let me tell you this, even if I was to book certain people who have been dragging my name, I would never harm them physically. Never. We might have exchanged words, yes, but I wouldn't go so far. Some of you out here are playing games, but then you're taking it to another level. And one day you're gonna encounter the wrong person. Because y'all are thinking that everybody that's out here is not protected or doesn't have access to the powers that be to handle you. And you guys are gonna realize one day that you messed with the wrong one. Absolutely. If we don't have a revolutionary change out here, if we don't have a unification of a different standard where we acknowledge the wrongs and move on from it, and it's genuine, then all will remain the same. We can't go, oh, it's okay, we forgive each other, it's all nice, it's all friendship, it's all this and that. And then you're still doing the same things. It don't work. You can't be select in who you choose not to do things with and claim that you've changed. It doesn't work. You're still the same. You're being strategic. And that is hypocrisy in itself. You haven't changed. Best believe that. But as I said, chess game I play out here. And there will be a time when I will stop playing. But for now, I'ma leave it. Let me read some of the comments. Hey, Sandrine, big up yourself. And we as followers need to do better too. We did a lot too. Oh, yes, Unique. Yes. I'm going to get to that. We're going to talk about that for sure. Do you think it's chess or just people's insecurities bubbling to the surface? Nope. It's chess. It's chess. And I can't say much else about it. Know your English grammar, trust and believe. A strategy. People are always insecure. Yes, we do. Well, we don't have insecurity, man. Come on. Everybody insecure. We have some insecurity. Right? Somebody just have to say something and it tap into an insecurity to get somebody else to kick off and start cuss. That are simple matters. That are human nature. That are not really the issue. Me I talk about chess. Me I talk about moving in particular direction strategically to achieve a goal. It's bigger than you guys think. And the more inside knowledge you have of it, the more you realize that it ain't no game. As serious things. So for now, we just are gonna make it go on or it stay. But it's not gonna last forever. And you're right, Unique, when you say that the followers have done a lot. The followers have done a lot, of course. People, and I really appreciate you graduates because you've come to learn, you've come to understand now to stop screenshotting stuff and sending it to me unnecessarily. I've already advised those that are closest to me to not send me anything unless it has legal ramifications. If it does not have legal ramifications or is a life or death situation, I don't want to know. I don't want to hear. It's not important. You understand? Because people are going to talk. And you know, I find it so hilarious that people would refer to me as somebody who comes out and addresses everything. No, I bloody don't. Do you know how many things are out there that I have not responded to? No, I don't. Y'all with your twisting and your manipulation as usual, making stuff up. No, I don't. I don't respond to everything. I ignore 90% of the crap. You best believe it. And the only time I respond is when that 5% lick my chip. Other than that, me no answer. People have been talking for time and I don't answer. I want to see a space where everybody can win. We don't all have to agree with each other. We can have very different perspectives. But it shouldn't be a case of we can't communicate with each other. We can't go on each other's platform and say, hey, listen to a show, laugh, or take ourselves if we don't like the topic. It hasn't got to be the way it is, and it is very particular to the Jamaican diaspora. It's very particular to us. It's not, I've not witnessed this anywhere else, other than perhaps in Trinidad with the Yankers, right? But other than that, I haven't seen it, right? It's like we can't go on another person's platform because we're afraid we get seen over there. And if we get seen over there, we're going to be looked at as a hypocrite. We're going to be looked at as we are mingle with the enemy. Okay. I can get that it will be this perspective and it's going to be considered dangerous. And it is. Because the moment you do that, nobody is going to trust you. It is the human nature that we have. Everybody's going to look at you and say, hey, watch her over there. I chat to so-and-so and Ray. That means that she agree with what they must say. That is how human beings are. That's what they're going to think. But that's because people are busy screenshotting, sending stuff back to different people and so on and so forth. You don't have no freedom. It's like you're straight-jacketed. So now it's a matter of, you know what, go on over there, go listen, but no type. Because if you type and your name get captured, that is it for you. Right? For my peace of mind, I had to make it clear to supporters not to send me anything. When they do, I ignore. Exactly. Oh, that you just delete. Oh, it's a spammer. As somebody where I talk about Trump. I hold them when they reach over yourself. So often they do these silly things. Right? Yeah. Thank you for deleting the spammers, guys. Yes, Lady V, I totally agree. You know, don't send you anything. You know, because it really is a case of getting you really irate. Because trust me, you know, you see, when I got those comments from over Observant TV's platform, guys, I lost it. You don't even understand how angry I got. You heard a bit of it in the live. You thought that I was angry in the live. You should have heard me in my house. Lord Jesus. You should have heard me in my house. It was not pretty. And as I said, sometimes, guys, when we receive these things and there are other things going on in our life as well that you don't know about, it may magnify the responses. It may cause us to go out of character. Just as how when she saw what was going on Rose's platform, she reacted the way she did. Because, it just built up into something great and it really wasn't that big a deal. I mean, we're gonna move on from that. That's not important right now. We deal with that and it done. But what I don't want people to think for a minute is that we can just pretend as though it's a kumbaya. There are people out here who are hurting and they're hurting for very pertinent things. And it's not being addressed and it doesn't work like that. You can't damage people. You can't damage people. You can't cripple people and then just extend an olive branch with a, oh, come on, that's in the past. It don't work. And I think it's so ridiculous to just imagine this euphoric existence where people just pretend as though nothing wrong happened to them. I don't think it's fair. And I don't think it's real. So when people are going, oh, they keep going on about stuff because it's not resolved. It's not resolved at all. If you notice, graduates, there are certain people I don't talk about. Have you noticed it? There are certain people I don't talk about. And there is a very, very good reason why I don't talk about those people. Just think closely. Think carefully. Who does HDK not talk about? Who does she avoid? Or she barely touch on? Think about it. See those people that you see me avoid or barely touch on? Is people who I think they have a case. They have a good reason. You hear what I say? When I avoid them, it's because I think they have a good reason to be angry. And I see the injustice. I'm just not ready to talk about it. Because if I talk about it out of turn, it's gonna rock the boat. And I'm going to break the internet. So sometimes it's best to be silent. But silence is not inaction, nor is it victory. Sometimes we suffer in silence because some of us really want to let it rip. But for the sake of peace and not rocking the boat too much, we keep quiet. I don't know how right that is. I genuinely don't know how right that is. Me I know God, me I know everything. You understand? Me I know everything. No, sir. So I don't know. It doesn't feel right. That's a fact. It doesn't feel right. Most times we never saw or heard the disrespect for ourselves. So if these news carries stop carrying bad news, we stay peaceful. Yeah, that's true. We would stay peaceful because we wouldn't have a clue. Because if we never get them screenshot, them wouldn't know what going over the next channel. Wouldn't know. Because I was just busy on the channel that I'm always on. So I would be clueless. You know what I'm saying? And then, at the end of the day, when I became aware of the fact that my name was mentioned again in another live by, I think it was Leisha. And then I'm like, I don't care. I'm not over there. I don't want to know. You understand? I had no interest in hearing what was said. It's of no relevance to me whatsoever. I've moved on. I said what I had to say when it was blatantly presented to me. If it wasn't presented to me, I wouldn't know. But sometimes though, sometimes being aware of it is also quite useful, because I suppose through that incident and it being handled the way it was handled, everybody gets a chance to reflect and to realize that something, we can fix up certain things when it comes to our platforms and how we talk about people, so that we're not so disrespectful of each other. You understand? So let's see how we do it. So this alone says stop carry news. That is it. That is it, right? This alone says stop carry news. Right, you're going. Because I don't know who this person is. Bye. So yeah, so I think that we need to be cautious. We need to be aware of each other, not cross certain boundaries and stuff, but there are people out here who will cross boundaries and they cross boundaries onto somebody else who they think is not important. If you think the person is not important, you feel you can do anything with them and there's no consequence for it. And I think it's about time we stop that kind of mentality, because every human being is valuable or valid to somebody. Even if you don't rate them or don't respect them, you should at least respect yourself enough to know that's another human being. We don't need to be perfect out here, and we certainly don't need to be friends. That's a fact. Lady V would tell you, any of the other platform holders would tell you, we not talk on phone. We may communicate, but it's all in writing. We not talk on phone. We respect each other's boundaries. We can still reach out to each other via the platforms publicly. No disrespect. You understand? If we don't agree, we can say we don't agree. And it don't have to be harsh. All of us evolve. Now, isn't it intolerant to still hold people to their past mistakes when they're making a concerted effort to develop and to show a different side of themselves? Have to be genuine, people, because we and them not in the same place. Listen, let me tell you something, because some want to tend for confuse things, When they tend for confuse the facts that, oh, they're being so nice and before they were so horrible, with the fact that they're not still horrible. Right? But when presenting your information and coming across with your presentation and how you communicate with your platform and stuff, you can evolve in your skills in media. And you can change the way you handle things. It doesn't mean that what you did in the past is not a part of you. And I think that's the falsity that we carry around. We pretend as though, because the person is being nice at this given point, they are completely changed. And then we have all these high expectations of people. And then if them slip and go back into them dirty ways from the past, everybody start crucified. Because on the things that the change is overnight, and on the things that it must stick because it's an overnight change. So when I hear this nonsense about this person is nice, I'm like, are you for real? Are you on this planet? What are you talking about? No. Nice is when you see somebody who has been consistently nice and then probably do one or two bad things, but not when you buck up on somebody that do 80% horrible things and 20% great. You're telling me they're nice. Are you all right? No. Let's be real. When I started out, of course I came out and I was going on with myself. I mean, I did too much. Yeah. I was new to the whole thing and I was doing too much. I was saying it too harshly. I was being too in your face. But I've learned. I have learned. But it doesn't mean that if you push me, I can't go right back to being in your face. No. I just learned control. I learned tolerance. I learned balance. And if I can see somebody else also making an effort to do things a bit differently? Why can't I appreciate that? Regardless of what camp they are or what side of the fence they are. Like I tell you, when I went over to landlord and landlord was discussing something and it was hilarious, yes, I commented. When he gone back to the style when I like me take one myself, me not go over there. Right? Does that mean if I see this person in real life, I'd want to harm them? No. Not at all. But you see, sometimes we go too far. And let me tell you something, graduates. I make no apologies for the things that I have said. You hear me? When I said it at the time, I meant it. I'm not going to be fake with you guys. When I said it at the time, I meant it. It may have been harsh. It may have been out of turn. It may have been too much. But it was all real. Every part of it was a part of me. Every part of it was a part of me. You know what I found out, Lord Jesus? Me find out, say, one neighbor from my childhood, you know, people. One neighbor from my childhood, you know, people, and her mother, you know. Mother, big woman, you know, top of Norris, woman to backside. That she's a graduate. No, sir. Them people I used to watch me, I run up and down in the yard. And I go school. I have to laugh because, you know, when people think that it's only one type of person I have on my platform, I'm like, you don't even understand. When you guys are telling me that, oh, you too speaky spokey, your language is too high up there, it will never change. Because if you don't understand, you're going to get to understand. And if you can't get to understand, you need to go pick up a book. How about that? Right? I would be happy if we all can educate each other. Who can help someone in a skill and life can be great. Can you imagine? That would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. You know? So, oh my God. What is it with you spammers? Look at this person, Jay Jones. You're bored? Go on about your business, man. Go away. Exactly how I feel. I should feel to go on a platform if they're discussing something I can participate in, but I won't stick around with the disrespect stats. Exactly, know your English grammar. So, you know, the few times I have been on a particular platform and I've commented, what have I commented? This is the thing that people don't pay attention to. What was the content that was going on and what did I comment and say? All they're going to look at is the fact that, but you did over that, the disrespectful person, their platform, so you agree with everything what them say. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You go on content as you scroll. As you're going through, something pops up. And you will either stay or you will go. Right? So when I'm scrolling and I'm listening to particular content and I'm like, actually, this is a really good topic, I will comment and say this live was really good. Because that's how supportive I am. Me no bad mind away there. I will say this is a really good discussion. I like this. Right? Perhaps it might be a space where I won't be welcome. It doesn't mean I won't tell the platform holder themselves. I really like that live. That connected with me. I learned something there. Encouraging each other to do the right is not hypocrisy. It's you trying to get people to show their best version of themselves. So when you see the good and you say, yes, man, that's a shot, you know. Does that make you fake? When the next time you look over there, the person that dip up under somebody and I tear them apart? No, it doesn't. Because you didn't actually comment on that filthy kind of content. You spoke up on the great stuff. And if that person can't see that that's what that is, then that person has lost the lesson. They've lost the lesson. I could tell you this Auntie Donna make me start make juice and sell. And you make me start the cups. What? And I saw Lady B doing flowers. I'm gonna learn that too. That is it. That is it. We can learn from each other. Right? Congratulations, Unique. We can learn from each other. It doesn't have to be a case of, oh, I hate you so much. I can't even look on your page and take away anything good. Some of us take it too deep. We go too hard with certain things. You understand? And it doesn't need to be that way. But there are people out here that police us, that stop us from being free spirited, that stop us from fully enjoying social media. Because we know that if we do that, we're going to get with face pin up over here. So somebody I got describe with parts. I tell you what we look like. I tell we say we are hypocrite. I do all kind of things because we can't be free. But really and truly, graduates, if we ask ourselves, who the hell are these people? They didn't bring you into this world. They're not your parents. So why should we facilitate it? There's more of us and less of them. Just remember that. If I can't learn something from your platform, I'm not interested. Absolutely, Debbie. Like up the life. Thank you, Arlene. And even when they're cursing, I wish I could indulge in a conversation just to get their reason for their behavior. But when you try, you're insulted, and it's best you just disappear. Absolutely. Such ignorance. All right, look at when Tina came on my platform. When Tina came on my platform, that was a fire live. When Tina came on my platform, and I was asking her, I was blatantly asking her, I said, don't block her. Make her stay right there. I say, why did you think that you would not get that treatment with regards to your charity after the things that you have done out here with regards to other people's charity works? It was an opportunity for dialogue. It was a key moment. What does that do? Tell me how my face big. All kind of stupidness. And I'm just like, are you for real? Really? So at that point, no. When the communication gets like that, it's rubbing time. And this is how it goes. Why not capitalize on a moment to actually converse? You don't know what barriers you could break. You don't know. There have been times when people have thrown words that's negative towards me. And I've literally gone on their platform and I've asked them, do you want to talk about it? and they're so shocked because they expect them to come over, they could tell us some bad word or cuss them or whatever. And then by the time they're actually speaking, and I'm like, listen, come on, we'll talk about it. Don't worry about it. We'll talk about this. Because I'm not out here to bully anybody. I believe we're all free to have our opinions about each other. We can think what we want to think and say what we want to say to an extent, but we should never get to the point where we're destroying somebody's soul. No. We should never get there. People should be able to walk away unscathed. Give them points of reflection, constructive criticism. But let's not destroy each other to the point where you might want to do something to yourself. It's not right. Honestly speaking, she can't match up with you, HDK. Well, I don't know. I mean, this is a lady that was involved in media, did all kinds of interviews with people and stuff. I think that she is capable. I just don't know why it always has to be animosity. You understand? If I ever have a family member who act like some of these social media people, I would have disowned them. The way they act is disgraceful and disgusting. I'll tell you something, Steph B. The whole of us have the ability to be disgraceful and disgusting, when I first came out here, I told you guys, I said, graduates, I am not a saint. I said, graduates, I swear. I may not swear a lot, but I do. And when I'm amongst my friends, I swear like a trucker. I told you guys. I say, graduates, my temper is terrible. It is the truth. I say, graduates, I struggle to forgive. It's one of my biggest vices. I've never changed that. It not change. It's the same. But supporters will hear what they want to hear, and when they like you, they want to see the best in you and blah, blah, blah. But when you do show them that what you said was actually not a lie, they're like, oh my God, I can't believe it. HDK, you're disappointing. Oh, and I'm just like, but I told you. I told you I was this. You know, we all have bad sides. We are a combination of good and evil. Every platform holder is a combination of good and evil. And that's why some people will look on some of the most horrid personalities on here and still say they're nice. Because they have goodwill towards the person. And they see the good and they want the good to outshine. But in reality, if you do 80% bad out here and 20% good, the general summation of your social media personality is that you are a bad person. If the scale tips the other way, you will be regarded as a good person by the majority. That's the addendum. By the majority. Because you will always have the minority who know you beyond social media, that no matter what you do, you're always going to be great for them, you know. But the masses are fickle and easily swayed between I like you to I hate you. It's so quick. In the split of an eye, people can hate you. And in another moment, them love you and adore you because you're doing something that them really like. Right? So you can't too rely on that as a gauge for who you are as a person, but you have to be sensitive to the fact that what you do will affect how you are perceived. And it always will be affected. You understand? It always will. Whatever you do is going to affect you. But I think it's important to recognize that we're all still capable of being good people. And we just need to make less of the bad choices. Anyway, graduates, I'm not really come out of a stay long, but just come out of a chit chat with you a little bit. I'm going to go right back in. You don't know, as I said, I'm on a blogging break and it's an extended one. I will only come out and do these 1 or 2 touch base with my graduates. So this is your girl, Head Teacher K. Big up on yourself and like up the live, okay? Thank you so much for being a part of class tonight, all right? Big up on yourself. Bye-bye.